To call you. I heard what happened with your mom.
Yeah, my mom died.
What'd she die of?
Oh, I don't know. She had hip problems.
I'm
How,
so sorry to hear that, Brian.
how you handling it?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't get to see her or nothing, but I got to see her before I got put in the hospital. Hello?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
I'm
here.
here.
We're listening.
So when did you see her last?
Probably about 6 months ago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And did you have a good visit with her?
Yes, I did.
Well, how are you doing, Brian? How are you taking it?
Oh, I'm taking it all right. Just got done crying yesterday.
You were crying yesterday?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well,
Well, it's important that you process your feelings properly, Brian. That's okay to cry.
Thank you.
I'm just so sorry. I don't even know what to say, Brian. Because I remember that was the only mom you had, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
She loved you very much, Brian. She was very proud of you.
Thank you, Mary Jane.
You remember how much fun it was when she came down and saw you in the main room of the comedy store?
Yeah, it was special.
You were what?
That,
I can't hear you. What did he say?
that was special when you did that.
Yeah. You know, the only thing I remember always thinking I was going to get some of that sweet pussy. I never did.
My goodness.
You used to encourage me to try to go after her.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've had these. Hello?
Yeah,
Hello.
we're just
Yes,
listening.
as the king of Poontang, you're saying it's been a while?
Yes, for some reason. Yep.
Is there any hot puss where you're staying now?
No, there isn't really at all.
Oh, boy, oh boy. I don't even know what to say. What do you say?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
You do know what I mean then.
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
Because it's hard to
Yeah,
explain, and I'm not really sure how to explain it. But if you know what I mean, that helps out a lot. Do you know
yeah,
what Do you know what I mean when I say that?
yeah.
Well, Brian, we love you very much, and we loved your mom. She was so good to you, and she was so proud of you.
And she was the only mom
Thank
you had. She was the only mom you had.
Yes, I love my mom very much.
Oh, I
Well,
know, Brian.
you
Thank
think
you.
you think she's in a better place?
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us, Brian. She was always so good. You know, I'd always call and talk to her when you were living with her.
I remember.
Oh,
You
good.
know what I remember is when Mary Jane would call when you were living with her and talk to her.
great. Yeah.
So how are you doing, Brian? What are you doing? How were your holidays?
Good.
When did you get to talk to your mom last?
Oh, probably a few days, a couple, 2, 3, 4 days ago, a couple days ago.
Was she sick a couple days ago?
Was she what?
Was she sick?
No, her hip was had problems. Her hip was kind of bad.
I mean, when you spoke with her, did she feel she was going to die?
No, she didn't.
So this was somewhat of a surprise.
Yes.
You know, I remember when your father passed away, and I remember he was collecting bottles, and I remember you said because he was hit by a car, he was collecting the bottles, and that's how your father died, wasn't it?
Going to the bottles?
Your father. Do you remember your father?
Yeah.
Do you remember when he died?
Yeah, I do.
He was hit by a car as he was bending over picking up bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your comment at the time, at least he died doing what he loved.
Yeah.
I remember you said
I'm glad
that.
you love me.
What's that? Yep.
Yeah.
But, well, listen, buddy.
I'm glad Randy's still alive.
Yeah, have you talked to Randy as of yet?
No, I haven't.
Where is he?
I guess he's in a group home of some sort.
Yeah.
Now, did Randy have to go to prison for a while?
Yeah, he went for a while. He went to jail.
Oh, okay. Does Randy still like to drink?
Not as much, I don't think.
Well, that's good.
I know that
at one point he was a terrible alcoholic. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember, yep. I remember very well. Yep.
Well, Brian, you're a wonderful guy, and I'm sorry you're having to go through this, but we love you very much.
Thank you, love you too.
Well, before you go, I think it's only fitting. I'd like to have Don join me, and we'll sing your song with you. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, Don, you want to take it away?
Okay, this is a song I wrote for Brian during a period that he was my best friend in the world. We still are very good friends, but we don't see each other very often, and now he's lost his mother and his father. So today, especially, I want to sing, "Who's my best friend in the world? Brian Cosme is. Who's the king of Pudding-Tang? Brian Cosme is. He's my friend, he's my pal, he's the one that gets the gal. He's the best friend that I know. Who's my best friend in the world? Brian Cosme is. How was that, Brian?
Thank you.
Does that make you feel better?
Yes.
So what are you going to do the rest of the night?
Very good, very good. Do you have any plans this evening, Brian? Okay, well, we're going to say goodbye. We love you very much. We'll talk again soon.
All right, bye.
Good luck in the future.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Brian Cosme, the King of Poontang, informing us that his mother is no longer with us. Everyone in the chat sent their condolences. And thank you for your love and support around the Ding Dong Show family. It's a roller coaster sometimes, wouldn't you say, Don?
What's a roller coaster?
Okay, do you want to do the introduction for the show?
Well, I'm sorry we started out on such a tragic foot, but hello once again and welcome to Simply Don, the Twitch channel. This is the channel where people that want to catch young America, where they want to catch their Twitch shows, it's usually right here. And today, one of my favorite shows, a little thing called The Mary Jane Show. And right now, here she is, the host of The Mary Jane Show, one of the prettiest girls I know. It's Mary Jane. Hello, Mary Jane.
And welcome to the Mary Jane Show. Today, we have very exciting opening show banter you've already witnessed, and then we will slide right into mid-show banter in a little bit, and we will have a grand slam conclusion with closing show banter. I'd like to welcome best moderator in the business, Old Man G. Bravo, bravo. Hello.
Old Man G.
Hi, everybody.
Can I ask you something? Now,
Sure.
I know that you didn't know Brian that well, but Brian used to be one of the big stars of the Ding Dong Show. And then he went out of his frickin' mind and, you know, he did some things, including grind his teeth down to nothing. But what I would like to say is I know that you didn't know him that well, but did I hear you shedding a tear right there a little bit earlier?
Yeah, of course. It's always sad.
Interesting.
And the host and creator of Simply Don the Podcast Network, Simply Don the Twitch, and everything ever Simply Don, Don Barris.
Hi, Mary Jane. Thank you.
Very pretty girl. Say he's pretty or he'll cry.
What a nice introduction. I am a pretty girl.
Very pretty.
Speaking of Pretty Girl, Nata Rouge 1973 just subscribed for the 12th month in a row and 20 months total. So congratulations on the year-long streak. We appreciate that. And it says, hi, Simply Don, Mary Jane, Terry Green Bean, Old Man G, and the rest of Ding Dong. Hello to you. Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you.
Thank you, thank you.
He could have said something to Brian. He just lost his mom, but I guess he chose not to.
Maybe they got here late. Who knows?
That's a good guess, Old Man G.
Yeah, but you got to learn. You got to be here on time. You never know what's going to happen here.
Well, gratitude, Don. They've subscribed for 20 months. They've been watching and supporting for a very long time.
Yeah, but then when you don't show up on time, you know. Anyway, how's the opening show banner going?
I think we started on a somber note. I'm guessing we didn't get the full story because I'm not sure how somebody can die from a hip. But whatever it is, she lived a long, full life and gave birth to the brilliant
King of Poontang.
Funny King of Poontang. He was the biggest star when I started the show.
Yes, he was.
Oh, Monica Lopez Yoga joined. Hello. Hello. So last night on the Pretty Girl Show, we did the Mary Jane six pack. Are there any games that have concluded thus far?
Trying to find out. Uh, oh. There's one game that played, and that was the Cleveland Browns versus the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh
And,
boy,
and
what happened?
Cleveland had 20 points given to them, and the Baltimore Ravens won by 25. So Mary Jane missed out, Hollywood Harry missed out, Jack missed out. The only person to choose the Ravens was Old Man G.
Quoth the Raven, nevermore.
Wow.
Or something.
Yeah. It is something, that's for sure. And right now, Cincinnati Bengals are playing the Steelers, and the Steelers, who Mary Jane picked, Cincinnati just scored a touchdown.
You
So they're up 6-0, about to get an extra point. And
Thank you, Terry Greenbeans in the chat. Says Mary Jane 0-1.
yeah,
Ravens covered. The Browns and Ravens concluded.
they didn't conclude. They're playing right now.
Okay.
The Browns and Ravens?
But no. The Browns and Ravens concluded, and the Ravens won, and everybody except Old Man G guessed that one wrong. And Cincinnati up 7-0 early in the first. So there you go, Mary Jane.
Yay! Well, you look very pretty today. That's a very exciting shirt you're wearing. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's the Monster cereals doing a dance.
Ooh.
You got your Count Chocula, your
Blueberry.
Frankenberry.
Okay.
Blueberry is over here.
Not sure what the werewolf flavor is.
Fruity something.
Is that the Thriller dance?
You got the Mummy, Fruity Wolfie.
John, would you say that's the Thriller dance or the Monster Mash?
I think it's either one. I think it's just them dancing.
Okay.
Being ghoulish. So what are we going to do next?
Well, I guess we have not heard from the ghost. I'm not aware of a cell phone. And they are out of the hospital as of before last week. So, very surprising. Because the ghost had brought up doing some business with you with either coins or that other thing, but he is missing in action.
Yep.
We really should get a watch team to scour the streets of Los Angeles and send us video clips of him.
I don't think we can do that.
So if everyone can telepathically request Schizo to please get a phone and call, is the best I can ask. Is this the first Mary Jane show of 2025, Omanji?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh, welcome everyone to 2025, here on the Mary Jane Show.
What's going to happen new in 2025 on the Mary Jane Twitch show?
Well, I mean, we started out with a bang with the late breaking news of the King of Poontown's mom dying. So let's just not continue in that pattern.
He's been calling, and I wanted to kind of talk to him before today's show, but we couldn't get to it, and he started calling right as we were about to start the show, meaning that we'd have been receiving calls the entire show. So we handled it, and we said hello to him right there.
And late breaking news, Don. The commissioner of the Mary Jane Six-Pack and Terry Greenbeans, also called by Schizo Upside Down Terry Greenbeans Casserole, weighs in and says, I'm doing it now. So we have the telepathic request for Schizo to call underway.
Well, the big news, maybe you can read this, Mary Jane. It was, there was problems yesterday with Hollywood Harry, and he said a bunch of shit about him, and Terry Greenbeans came out. Look on my,
Oh, I got it right here.
Why don't you read it to everybody?
Ladies and gentlemen, late breaking news right here on The Mary Jane Show. I am reading from the internet, from the desk of Commissioner Terry Greenbeans. Official statement. Ooh. Hollywood Harry Callahan is officially reprimanded for his comments on the Pretty Girl Show from 1/3/2025. He rudely and incorrectly suggested the games that Commissioner Terry Greenbeans selects for Mary Jane's Six-Pack were of low quality, which he has done multiple times now. As a gambler, Hollywood Harry should know that there is no such thing as a bad game to bet on. To the fans of the Mary Jane Six-Pack, rest assured that Harry has absolutely no authority to ban the commissioner or anyone. As commissioner, my power and authority is absolute, and my word is final. Well, thank you very much, Terry Greenbeans, and thank you, the internet, for bringing me this official statement, and I sure hope Hollywood Harry gets in line and behaves accordingly with better etiquette in the show. Do you have any thoughts on that statement from the commissioner, Don?
No.
And we will have to wait till Friday on the Pretty Girl Show, 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, to see what Hollywood Harry Callahan has to say for himself after that. Oh, Don, would you like to take a question? We have a question.
Sure, why not?
Okay, question from Terry Greenbeans. Question for Don. Are you confident in the Lions tomorrow? Question mark. Where will you be watching?
I think it's best to watch at my place where tonight I'll be doing the end of my Instagram, and I'll be probably commenting on the game there.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. And for everyone to know, what time is the game?
Out here on the West Coast, it's 5 o'clock. It is Sunday, tomorrow night. It's
Oh,
tomorrow
lovely.
night at 8 o'clock. I keep forgetting today is Saturday.
No, it is Saturday. It's the Mary Jane Show.
Like I said, I keep forgetting that.
Terry Green
Oh,
has a question for you, Mary Jane.
Oh, thank you. Question for Mary Jane from Terry Greenbeans. Have you seen any good movies lately? Yes. Yes, me and Mommy saw Baby Girl with Nicole Kidman. Mom had the choice on Christmas Day of the Dylan movie or that one. And that was what was picked, and it was a little weird. I thought it was a very good movie overall. Anyone else see any good movies lately?
I believe the question was for you.
Okay, and I'm reflecting it out since I answered it.
Well, Terry Greenbean wants to know my opinion. He should ask me.
Oh, hold on. Question for Don from Terry Greenbeans. Do you find it interesting that 3 of the Final 4 college football teams are located in the Midwest?
Well, hopefully we have an all Big Ten final, Ohio State and Penn State. I was glad that Penn State beat the fuck out of Oregon because I don't think that Oregon belongs in the Big Ten, and I will never officially feel that they are part of it. I've never been to a Detroit Lions football game. Sorry to say.
Okay, and I have never been to a Lions game. How about you, Omanji?
No, never a Lions game. I've been to 2 Jaguars and 1 Browns game though. Never a Lions game. Saw the Tigers play in Detroit. That was cool.
You saw it at Tiger Stadium too.
Yep. They played the Yankees in '98, and the Yankees went to the World Series that year. So, and then I saw the Dodgers play the Padres in LA that year, and the Dodgers went to the World Series, or the Padres went that year also. So I saw both World Series opponents that year.
There's a question for me, Mary Jane. You want to?
Yes, question for Don. Would you like to take a question, Don?
Sure.
A question from Terry Greenbeans. Question for Don and Mary Jane. Did you do anything for New Year's? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark.
Well, Mary Jane and I were invited to a New Year's Eve party. And a lot of people celebrated because we had kids, so everyone celebrated at 9 o'clock instead of midnight. And then I came back to the Comedy Store. Mary Jane, there's where she forced me to get drunk.
No, I did not.
And I got thrown out of the Comedy Store office by Joe because I was being annoying.
Well, it wasn't that specifically. It was the end of the night, and all the waitresses were trying to cash out. He was doing the pinnacle of the important business. I mean, there's a lot of important jobs that a manager has to do, but that getting all the employees, checked out and ready to clock out on the proper time. That was when he felt that maybe you should go hang out somewhere else for a little while. And let's just say, as with anything, Don took it in the utmost dramatic fashion.
How did I take it?
Not well.
Do you remember any highlights?
Well, you weren't taking subtle hints. So at that point, I had to announce that I would take responsibility of getting you out of there. And I asked if I could borrow the chair that you were sitting in. It would have been much simpler just to roll you right out. But I was not allowed to take one of the chairs, even temporarily. And so we exited, and then you immediately wanted to return. And a girl there offered you her toilet tissue to keep you from trying to call the manager after you were just kicked out of the office. And then you got distracted, and it was a good night. Then until you saw the manager in the kitchen and started screaming things at him.
Like what?
I believe you were accusing him of being racist of white people, which he exclaimed he was Italian. And you both agreed that, well, I don't need to get into the nitty gritty. But, yeah.
The girl was...
The potty tissue?
I don't like to call it that.
What do you call it?
But what she did, I don't know if you remember, I remember her asking me, I'm going to go to the bathroom. Is there anything I can get you? I said, yeah. Why don't you pee and wipe your puss on a little toilet tissue? Bring it back so I can chew on it.
Yeah, that's not exactly how it went down. I
How'd it go down?
I was trying to stop you from making phone calls to the manager in the manager's office that you had just been kicked out of. And so she decided to help to try to distract you. And somehow you guys came up with that in the conversation.
I
so
just told you. She said to me, is there anything, I'm going to the bathroom. Is there anything I can get for you? Like meaning a drink. And I said, yeah. If you would come back.
No, I believe she said, what can I do to get you to stop playing with your
No, that's
phone?
not what she said. She asked me if there's anything I can get you. And so why do you keep changing what happened?
Okay, yes, you are correct.
I am correct.
Of course. We have a comment here from Garrett Shea. That was super nice of the waitress to offer her toilet paper to Don.
It wasn't a waitress. It
was not an employee. Was not an employee.
It was not. And even though I told her if you bring it, because I like to chew on those, she brought it, and I just put it in my pocket, and I didn't find it until 2 days later.
Hi-Fi Protege says, proud Don had a designated driver. It's dangerous out there. Yes, yes. We did make sure that Don wasn't driving. And Toto Bitch said, I'd love to see high-def computer animation of this. That sounds good. Don,
What's that thing that God does to women to punish them for being women and being so mean to men? And they have a monthly reminder.
I believe you're referring to the menstrual cycle.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
anyway, that girl said that she was very careful because she was on her menstrual cycle, and she wanted to make sure that she didn't get any blood on the tissue, which I thought was nice. Hey, Banto, I like your thoughts. Don deserves a driver every day.
Cactus Land says, I thought he was referring to hair braiding. Hi-Fi Protege says, wouldn't the blood make it better? Question mark.
I'm just telling you what happened.
And some dude chimes in with, gives them lower IQ? Question mark.
Cincinnati is now leading 10-0, and your 2.5 points is not looking very good right now because you went with the Steelers.
All right. And Garrett Shea says, Don, good idea to keep the toilet paper in your pocket for safekeeping.
I had promised her that I wanted that so I could chew on it, and I did. I lied to her because I never put it in my mouth.
This World Blows podcast says, I second the idea of a Don Barris animated series.
Did anything else fun happen that night, Mary Jane?
No. No, it was just
Didn't you guys take Quinn to one of those Eyes Wide Shut parties, or was I just having a dream about that?
I think you were just having a dream, but it could have been.
That might have just been a dream. We didn't see Quinn on New Year's.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
He could have been in an Eyes Wide Shut party on his own. He is a Nepo baby.
What's a Nepo baby?
What movie did his dad write and take part in?
Naked Guns and basketball. Nepotism is short for nepotism.
Oh. Yeah, he's done very well because of...
Oh, Fro Dizzle says, our Lions got this tomorrow, Don! Exclamation, exclamation. And hello, Mary Jane. Hello.
Fro Dizzle, I hope you're right. I do hope you're right on that. That would be... I've been a lifetime Detroit Lions fan. I've watched them lose constantly. It would be nice. It's been nice to hear them during the daily sports talk shows. They're always on the list of one of the best teams in the NFL, definitely in the NFC. And, you know, it would be nice for them to win. And tomorrow, wow, first of all, what a way to end the season. What a way to end the season. Having the two best teams in the NFC North that have the best record in the NFC playing each other. One team the next week gets a bye from the next week, and the other team becomes the 5th seed and don't have one home game.
Very nice. Total Bitch says, I've heard of these Hollywood Hills parties where they forced you to jack off, no thank you. And Quinn is trying to poo-poo on my analogy, and I would like to remind you, Quinn, that I don't think it's chopped liver to get to perform with Don Barris in the Ding Dong Show and work on all the stuff that he works on with you. I think in comedy, that's pretty high tier.
A type of, what is he saying?
Well, he tried to say I'm closer to a falson, and the definition of falson is a type of nepo baby who never went anywhere.
I think it's
And-
fail son.
A what?
A fail son.
Fail son. Oh, I see. Okay. And now he understood what I said and said that is true, is a very good point. My apologies. I just never connected that to my dad. Okay. Well, I don't want to tell stories that were said privately, but I believe, Quinn, you and your dad either saw a comedy show or saw Don Barris perform before you joined the Ding Dong Show. So there
Wait a
you
minute. Is that true? I've never heard that story.
That's why I said either saw a comedy show or saw you perform, because I don't remember exactly. Quinn can correct it.
Quinn, come on the show. I want to hear this.
Quinn, join Zoom. Come live. Quickly. By phone or computer.
Come quickly live by phone or computer should be Quinn's autobiography.
Do you inhale the Mary Jane? First of all, if you're talking about do I smoke cannabis, I've been against that all my life. Thanks for hustling on, Quinn.
Quinn, we're waiting. Come in.
Well, I'll tell you this. If you get within 2.5, it looks like the Steelers are driving. We're in the second quarter. It started the second quarter.
All right. What game is this? Quicker, Quinn.
This is the Cincinnati Bengals and the Steelers. You have the Steelers and you have 2.5 points. So right now the actual game is 10-0 Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. We have Bandito says, I just saw Stephen Baldwin on a show claiming he's been sober since 1990, but he buys weed at the same shop as me. Well, Bandito, I will say this. Those are two different things. You can be sober from alcohol. You can be sober from hard drugs. You know, there is completely sober from everything. But if you use weed medicinally, that shouldn't count against you being sober from alcohol and hard drugs for decades.
What if you use weed just to get high?
Oh,
hey, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
how's it going?
There's a virgin has landed.
How you doing?
Hey, Quinn. So explain yourself. Hey, get him to explain what you were talking about.
Okay, Quinn. So as a nepo baby, there is a connection. Your dad wrote and was around comedy. You can tell us his better resume. And how does that connect to you watching comedy shows with your dad and or getting to the point of meeting Don and joining the Ding Dong Show?
I didn't. I've only seen one comedy show with my dad, and that was a pair of guys he knew in like college that he saw were performing and took us to a show. But that was after I joined the Ding Dong Show. The Ding Dong Show, I saw Don after a Big J show, and that was just me.
Way to paint a beautiful picture with words, Quinn.
You could have lied and taken the better story. But once again, no, okay. Well, but you know what? Turn around. Now you got to go back to that life right there.
Yeah. All right. See you later.
Bye, Quinn.
Bye.
Was my question bad?
I don't think so. I just don't. I just
Oh,
think
was my question bad?
No, I don't think so.
It was a good setup, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Oh, we have a question from why is Quinn wearing 2 Hawaiian shirts?
you know what? We're never going to be able to find that out.
I think when Quinn straightens his hair and takes his glasses off, he's actually Superman, and he's just pretending to be a virgin and all this stuff. But he's really like protecting us, and we don't even know it.
You know what? If Quinn wants to come back on, we can find out why.
Quinn, you are welcome to join again to redeem yourself and explain to Don why.
Why he's wearing 2 Hawaiian shirts?
Yes, you have a lot to explain. Hi-Fi Protege says Quinn dressed like a porno director. We also have Quinn's visits are always short and sour. Okay, somebody said he was conceived at the Ding Dong Show. Quinn corrected him and said I was born on a Monday. Okay.
Just like Solomon Grundy,
Quinn,
infamous zombie.
Quinn, we need you to come back in here.
Yeah,
as
Quinn,
quickly as
quick it,
possible.
quicker.
Quinn's also dressed like he's trying to steal embryos from Jurassic Park, but if you've seen that movie, that'll make sense.
Wouldn't he have to have his wiener inside a girl's vagina, making her come, which induces egg dropping to be able to steal embryos?
No, these are dinosaur embryos.
Oh, okay.
They're in like containers or something.
Hey, I'm back.
And you're better than ever.
Yep,
The
absolutely.
question came out about you wearing 2 Hawaiian shirts, and yet you were not wearing 2 Hawaiian shirts. You're wearing one over a T-shirt. What is that T-shirt? Who's the picture?
Oh, it's Silent Hill 2,
One
one of my favorite games of all time. One sec. I'm trying to unbutton with my bad hand.
You know what's amazing? I'm surprised that movie hasn't paid you to promote them.
It's a game, but they are doing a movie of it very soon. I got into it through the first movie. But yeah, it's for Silent Hill 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where'd you find that shirt?
Redbubble. I believe it was a present from my friend who's also a very big Silent Hill 2 friend, or fan.
So there's other people that know that movie.
It's primarily a game series, but there is a few movies made of it. I got into the series through the movie.
Couple comments.
Christopher Gans, or Christoph Gans.
They're saying it looks like 3 shirts total. I see 2. Do you have a third one on?
No, but I might put an undershirt on because it's pretty cold.
But right now you don't have 3 shirts on.
And
That's
can
correct.
you answer for yourself? It says Quinn dresses like a porno director.
I mean, actually, hang on. Let me do one. Let me do an even better look for it then. One sec.
Okay, and This World Blows podcast says Quinn is the Wayne Knight of the Ding Dong Show.
Hell yeah, dude.
Who's Wayne Knight?
That's worse, Quinn. That's not.
Yeah.
That's worse.
This is more porno?
No, you need to have aviation glasses if you're going for the look. Those are not.
Okay, one sec.
Now you look like you're going to deliver cocaine to Africa or something.
We have an update.
I mean, that is the look I go for.
We have an update here.
Oh, hold on. Sports update.
Mary Jane, who one of her games she picked the Pittsburgh Steelers getting 2.5 points to beat the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 1st and goal at the 1 for Pittsburgh. There's a pass interference in the end zone, and Pittsburgh just scored a touchdown. If the extra point's good, it'll be a 10-7 game. Half a point away from the points that are needed.
Yay! And Nacho Rouge 1973 says, Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year to you, y'all.
And
Happy New Year.
Thank you. And some of the other comments for Quinn are, why are parts of his Hawaiian shirt black and white, question mark?
Because that's sick. That's fashionable.
Okay, and we've got a Hi-Fi Protege says fear and loathing.
That's what I have every time I look in the mirror.
Okay.
It is 10-7, by the way.
The game or the time?
The game.
Okay.
Well, Quinn, it was super nice having you. All right, turn around. All right, get back to that world.
All right. See you later.
All right,
Bye, Quinn.
Bye.
Well, there you go. There you have it.
From the king of Poontang to the never had Poontang Pang.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know if Brian Cosme was really the king of Poontang. He called himself that, but I don't think he was ever with any women.
He beat Vladimir in the Who Gets Big Mom.
I think the Prince and the Pauper stuff.
Prince the King. But it was the king of Poontang.
See, Screen Jam says Quinn is the guy in the pilot playing Newman.
Right on target. Haha. That's great.
Well, he said fear of talking to girls and swift loathing.
See, he's still taking that fear and loathing joke. And even though he got no laughs when he said it, he laughed, and so he's saying it again.
Oh, wow. Okay. Don caught that attempt at a joke. That was good. I didn't really catch that wordplay. There were too many words in between it.
But he's still writing about it. It's 10-9 here in Don's home state of Michigan. It's called Michigan. It's the number 2 apple producing state.
I think they're combining me. Okay. Well, lots of fun stuff going on out here. Oh man, gee, anything new or exciting about 2025 compared to 2024?
Well, if you look at it, it's one number higher than the last year, which
God,
I think that happened.
is exactly right. Because if you subtract 24 from 25, you'll come up with the number 1, which is equal to, All right, I'm going to get something to drink. I'll see you guys in a sec.
Okay, thank you, Don. And we have Hi-Fi Protege says, hey guys, can't hear anything in
Twitch does that every once in a while. It'll come back in a minute. There's nothing I can do about it.
Okay.
So just check out YouTube.
Well, that's why it's important to please like and subscribe or join to twitch.tv/Simply Don the Twitch and YouTube, A with the circle SDTPN. And if you want to see the Ding Dong Show highlights, which there's a few Mary Jane highlights and Pretty Girls Show highlights in there, you also want to make sure you're subscribed on YouTube to Simply Don 1 is the short search. Bandito says, hey Mary Jane, just curious, what's your favorite band of all time? Question mark. I am not sure. It's hard to pin it down to one. I did like Hole before she did her movies, even though she's a wonderful actress as well. I did like Green Day. I also did like Madonna. Have I liked anything in the last 20 years? Meh. Music's not really my favorite. Don't really like music. Oh, early B-52s. I did have a B-52 CD. It's all right, and we did see them at the Hollywood Bowl very recently. Let's see. Oh, some dude says, is Don still accepting t-shirts? I thought about sending some recently. Yes, he is. And if you would like to send them to Don Barris, 7190 Sunset Boulevard, number 153, Los Angeles, California, 90046. Please send 2 XLs addressed to Don Barris. Thank you so much. Okay, This World Blows says, I was going to guess Susie and the Banshees. I don't know if I've heard of them. Oh, man, G, have you heard of them? Are there any songs I might be aware of?
Yeah, I've heard of them. I can't think of any of the names off the top of my head. Let me look.
Okay. Okay, Hi-Fi Protege says, speaking of music, Mary Jane, is there any musician you haven't seen that you would like to have seen, deceased or living? Nah, not really. Kiss Them For Me is their biggest song. It does not ring a bell. Okay, we got Toilet Bowl Comedy Podcast jumped onto YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Old Punk Rock, okay. I did see a lot of good punk shows when I first moved to Los Angeles. Okay, they have a good cover of The Passenger that got used in I, Tanya. Thank you.
Looks like Sound is back on Twitch too, guys, if you're interested.
Wonderful, wonderful. Baby Metal is great. What is Baby Metal?
Don't ever ask Quinn anything.
No, I'm asking Old Man G.
No, don't ask anything that he says because it's always something that nobody gives a fuck about.
Okay, and I did say that music is not my favorite. That's like not really a thing I enjoy generally. Don's back. Don's a music talker. Ask him, say things to him. Okay.
Well,
It's a Japanese girl group.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, someone else brought it up. Okay, okay. All right. Yeah,
Mary Jane loves the Beatles.
I don't really like any music.
That's your favorite band, the Beatles.
Do I have a favorite movie or series of movies? Meh. I did like the new Twin Peaks a few years ago. And I went through, I guess David Lynch is okay. I don't know what else I would like. As far as a series or cluster of things.
Right now, Mary Jane's going through Martin Scorsese movies.
Mm-hmm. Cactus Land says, Mary Jane, what is your least favorite food of all time? Well, I've got a big list. I'm quite a picky eater. Things I don't like. Most cheap food or fast food, most Midwest dishes, Um, okay, Screen Jam says not even Windy City Heat. I do like Windy City Heat. That is a good movie, but that's not really a series of movies.
You don't like Windy City Heat?
Yes, I do like Windy City Heat.
Well, who is your favorite performer in that movie?
I thought this character, Big Lou, was pretty good.
Hey, handsome?
Wasn't that the guy that's in the Fast and the Furious?
I think it is.
Vin Diesel?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay, did you like Blue Velvet, Mary Jane? They have the same music and movie tastes. I did like Blue Velvet. Bandito said just sushi and salad for Mary Jane. No, I'm allergic to fish. I will only have California rolls and miso soup. Basically, any restaurant I go to, I find something I like and repeat it. Oh, Screen Jam says it should be a series of movies. Absolutely. Total Bitch says Big Lou was perfectly cast. Absolutely.
It was a big sneeze from me.
Bless you. Absolutely. Howie Mandel said Windy City Heat was his favorite.
Well, Howie Mandel's pretty fucking smart.
Yes, he said some very nice things about Windy City Heat. Well, Fro Dizzle, Windy City Heat is the funniest movie ever, and that's a fact.
Who said that?
Fro Dizzle.
That's the second nice thing Fro Dizzle has said.
I do agree with all these statements.
I'm gonna have a drink of water. Is that okay?
No, no.
Why?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. No, 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 no. I changed my mind. No. Okay, I guess go ahead. Nope, stop. Nope, I changed my mind. No, no water for you. Okay, you can. Go ahead.
I don't want it now.
All right. Screen Jam says hashtag facts.
For what? What's he talking about?
Everything nice that was said about Windy City Heat. That's what they're saying that
Oh,
for.
really?
Yes.
Well, that's nice to say. What are you eating there, Mary Jane?
Well, it's not as yummy as I thought, but it is kind of yummy, but I think I'm full already.
What is it?
Lavender honey flavored sheep's milk cheese. It's like goat cheese. And naan bread. I pushed my pre-fasting to tomorrow, so tomorrow I'll be strict and then Oh, do we happen to get any play-by-play today, John?
We haven't yet. Right now, in the game that I'm watching is it's a commercial for Spectrum.
Oh, lovely. Oh, The Toilet Bowl Comedy Podcast says, I love Windy City Heat so much. I got 2 copies on DVD. One still wrapped and sealed in its wrapper. Wonderful. Oh, thank you very much. Nacha Rue 1973 says, Mary Jane has good time with dinner. Thank you. Hi-Fi Protege says, Windy City Heat revolutionized the entire concept of film, acting and screenwriting from a point which may never be replicated, but merely attempted. I do agree.
I wonder whatever happened to that one guy that was in that.
Refrigerator Perry?
No.
Charlton Heston?
Charlton Heston?
No.
Ernie Banks?
The Nitwit?
Yergi?
No. The Italian kid?
Refrigerator Perry?
It was Perry. This guy's
Oh.
name was Perry.
Yeah, he's been missing. You know, he's not the sharpest tool in the tack box. He's not the sharpest tack in the toolbox. Everybody now attempts to replicate Windy City Heat. No one is ever successful trying to do it. Pro Dizzle says, Mary Jane beat me! Exclamation, exclamation. O-L-O-O-L-O-L. Thank you.
They were laughing out loud. Okay, Burrow drops back to pass. He throws it over to that one guy. He catches it. They're trying to wrestle him down. It's going to be 3rd down and maybe about 3 or 4. Deep in their own territory. Pittsburgh gets it back and they come down to score. They'll take the lead. Got about 4 minutes left in the second quarter. So plenty of time here.
Oh, I will say this. Don't read that, Don. Bandito, we greatly appreciate you commenting. Some of those words are not allowed to be said here. You're wonderful, and thank you for all your comments. We just cannot say some of those words.
You gotta get it right. Here he comes. He drops back the pass. He sacks him! Boy, that guy, he's got to feel good about doing that. It's now 4th down, so they're going to get the ball back. Burrow went down. He went right into 91, Smith. So.
Total Bitch says, everyone who is big in alt comedy has stolen from Simply Dawn universe. Yeah, not only big ones, and the funny thing is alt comedy was back when Windy City Heat came out, though they were so snotty and anti like that. They just wanted to
Fumble! Tried to return the punt, and Cincinnati gets it back. Wow. That's got to embarrass number 10. He was trying to be a big shot and run it back, and he didn't do well, and he dropped the ball. And when he dropped the ball, Cincinnati grabbed it, and now it's their ball inside the 40.
Yay!
Inside close to the 30. You didn't want Pittsburgh to lose the ball and give Cincinnati a chance to score. 1st and 10 at about the 32. 32 yards to score a touchdown and really put Pittsburgh at their backs against the wall. All right? He's saying there's a penalty. I believe it's they moved a little bit, Cincinnati, so now it's going to be 1st and 15.
Yay! I will say, Bandito, no worries. Those are just the rules we have to follow so that we don't get bad things happen. And Screen Jam says, oh, okay, a new Windy City Heat would be great. Cactus Land, so many of today's weird shows Don did first. And some dude says, I saw Howie talk about Windy City Heat after hosting Matan, Matan even. Matan is clearly inspired by Don and Windy City Heat. Great show. Not familiar with that. Oh man, gee, Matan, Matan.
It says he's known as the Bill Clinton Kid, also as an American YouTuber infamous for crashing several ceremonies, events, and shows on television.
Lovely. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Big compliment. Oh man, gee, have we hit our quota for mid-show banter?
It looks like there was a play-by-play just now, so that definitely indicates that there was mid-show banter occurring.
Wonderful.
Okay. Cincinnati has the ball. It's 2nd and 6. The one guy is over center. Hey, how about get a hike one, hike two? Oh, and let's see. Did they call timeout? They got down to 1 second on the play clock. Oh, it's a 2-minute warning.
Okay, so Frodizzle says Matten is a prodigy. He's 17. Wonderful. And Nacha Ruse, 1973, says, I understand the constraint on the use of profanity. Yes, yes, we do have to follow rules with these platforms.
Sure do.
Let's see. Don, can you turn down your lighting? You're still too glowing.
I don't think it's the lighting, Mary Jane.
How is he glowing?
That's just what he does.
You ever seen an angel? You ever seen an angel, Mary Jane?
No, but I'd like to see some
glow.
bone structure. I'd like to see some bone structure.
It's not Don's fault he glows. I just wanted to put that out there for everybody to hear right now.
Thank you. It's the best one.
Still too blown out.
And that's the lowest level I have.
Okay. Do you have the other one here that should be turned around?
It's not on.
Okay. All right. Well, no problem then.
I feel like there's a lot of discrimination going on right now, just because you're able to glow.
Very pretty girl. Don's a very pretty girl.
Thank you.
Do you think Quinn appreciates that or anything? Or?
He didn't say anything about it.
Twice and didn't say a damn thing.
Yeah,
And
he didn't say.
Said nothing.
Not a
I
damn thing.
kind of thinking he doesn't think that or something now. Like,
Don't think I didn't feel that way.
it's kind of making me sick to my stomach.
Quinn, we have a problem. Oh.
Every show is, what is this? Old Man G. Gaming I binged this weekend. Every show is like a Big Three podcast where the celebrity guest is the third wheel.
They're still discussing Matan.
Yeah, Matt and Evans, I think. It's right. I don't know how you say it exactly, but Matt and Even.
They're saying Don would be a phenomenal guest on that show. And then they were comparing it to how the Big Three podcast, like if it was a celebrity guest, they're the third wheel. They're not the center of attention, even if they're a big celebrity guest. In a world full of returns and scripted reality shows, Windy City Heat gave a unique take on how far and hilarious a prank can go. Oh, pronunciation Matan.
Matan.
Oh, is it Matan?
I think so.
Yeah.
Matan Even.
Okay. Well, I didn't even get phonetical right. Okay.
That H makes it like a Han, like Catherine Hahn,
Yeah, but
Matan.
isn't it an A unless they put the wiggly line over it to make it an ah? Oh, yes, Omanji, you were correct.
I have to look that up. Sounds fun.
Are we?
Have we had enough today? I would like to thank everyone for joining us.
Don't we do closing show banter?
Well, I'd like to start that.
All right.
Okay, some dude says Don would be amazing on that show. He's in LA too. Well,
Do you need to do the firing gun to do the closing show banner, or we don't do that yet? Or the starter gun, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was ever on the vision board for the show.
Another dream, I think,
Maybe. Well, thank you everyone for joining us on your lovely Saturday afternoon. I wasn't talking to you, I'm talking to the audience. Oh, yes, Screen Gems. We're getting to closing show banter.
There's no starting gun, though, Screen Gems, just to let you know.
No, that's something else. So, ladies and gentlemen, thus concludes mid-show banter. We are now sliding into closing show banter. Thank you all for joining us for the first show of 2025. And Don, do you have any closing show banter you'd like to bring up?
No, I do not.
Okay, Omanji, do you have any closing show banter you'd like to bring up?
You can check us out. Check me out on the Fight Club next week. We've got the first win of 2025 already, so we're going to go for the second and third and fourth and fifth one this week. So
that first one go?
It's pretty good. We snagged one with the new Snoop Dogg skin. That's always fun. So come back, check it out next week on Twitch. It's only on Twitch if Twitch works. So
what do you mean if it works?
It doesn't go to YouTube till it's uploaded later. It doesn't live stream to YouTube as well. Only Twitch.
Right. It's Twitch exclusive.
Have a great night to the Mary Jane Show.
Thank you, Toilet Bowl Comedy Podcast. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it.
And thank you, everyone, for joining us. Don, do you have any closing?
Oh, sorry, 1 second, Mary Jane.
Okay.
Nutjob Squirrel Staffing. I'm sorry, tipped $3 and says this donation is to find the ghost. Love you guys. Happy New Year. You're so pretty. I would assume that's to Dawn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Who is it to? You or me, Mary Jane?
I don't know, but why didn't Quinn come back and say what he thinks about if you're pretty or not?
Do you think he's trying to leave the country?
I think that what Quinn does is this. He doesn't give a fuck.
Detroit Dark rated us with a party of one. Thank you very much. We appreciate a raid.
Hello, Detroit by Dark. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, that's for sure. Happy New Year.
Natty Rouge says have a good rest of the night and feel awesome through the end of time. We appreciate it. Thank you as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Super fun day here on the Mary Jane Show.
Yes, it was.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Do we say goodbye now?
Oh, no, we are not done. This is just closing show banter.
Oh, okay. How'd that go, do you think?
Well, we're just starting it.
I think this is probably the best closing show banter of the year so far.
I think so. It's the first and only thus far.
Not really a fair race, but still, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, we can either lower our expectations for the rest of the year or double and triple it every single week.
Here's a double and triple.
Very good.
Do you know that commercial where they're at the football game and it says Stew, Virginia?
I don't think so.
They have the letters painted on it it's an Allstate commercial. And then they have to change so it says West Virginia. Have you ever seen that happen? Because
No.
you live in West Virginia.
Hold on.
Nope.
Hey, Don, sorry. Forgot to tell you were very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
All right. See you later.
I don't feel quite so nauseous.
I gotta tell you the truth. I don't know if it seemed kind of forced.
Do you think there were terrorists there?
I don't think they're terrorists. I just don't think he finds me that pretty.
Man, this is a weird day.
Can I give my social media?
Sure. We're still talking about Windy City Heat in the chat. It says Windy City Heat gave me chills, like of which no gooses have ever experienced, and followed by definitely still the best.
And Fredo says have a wonderful night, and have a wonderful night to you as well.
I wanted to know, what was I asking? Mary Jane, can you give my social media?
I will, but Screen says I found Quinn credible. Well, I'm sure he wasn't prompted. He came on all by himself.
It's funny. It's funny. I didn't find him credible.
I didn't see any tears on his face.
That's true. That's true. Martin Bigfoot says, "Hey, have you seen Nathan for You, and what do you think about it?" I think it's a great show.
What is
Don?
the show called?
Nathan for You. He goes around, help me explain it if I don't right, Omeji. He goes around and like pretends he's like a business person or a business helper. He goes in and helps businesses. He like audits businesses. But it's a prank. He's the only one in on it. Him and the viewers.
I've never actually seen it.
I haven't seen it.
It was good. It's entertaining. He's clever. I actually do think that it's been said that I do think he actually did compliment Windy City Heat at some point. I do believe around the time the first movie he did with that one girl that did the birdie one with the guy that got accused of touching the people and then he got acquitted from touching the people in another country. It's a birdie one. And that girl that was the receptionist there.
What are you talking about?
Nathan for You is incredible. He created fake Starbucks with copyright laws. That is correct. Okay. Mary Jane is correct. I did describe the show correctly. Martin Bigfoot says, I watched the rehearsal and it really reminded me of Windy City Heat. Is it Emma Thompson?
That's also a Nathan Fielder show, I think.
Nathan for You had a good episode about smoking. I do think I remember that. Yes, I do believe when they came on a show, they at least mentioned publicly and or privately that they were fans of Windy City Heat. Okay, so we have probably exhausted our closing show banter. I don't want to run out of our.
Can you give my social media?
Oh yes, that's correct. Simply Don won the number everywhere. That's TikTok, Instagram, Twitter or X, whichever you prefer to call it. And then Don Barris on Facebook. And the reason why I bring that up, Facebook might be out of fashion, but Cameo, if you'd like a cameo, find Don Barris under Don Barris on Cameo. And he does really good cameos. He's gotten 5 stars from absolutely everyone, except for
one person.
Thought they were clever, but really weren't. They just wanted to crush souls.
All I try to do is bring joy to people, and this guy who probably works with Satan wanted to make me feel bad and only gave me 1 star. But
you've done a wonderful job, and he will do a clean, kid-friendly. Somebody recently got one, and they said, oh, we're going to play it in front of our entire family, and they gave you 5 stars, no complaints. They loved it. And here we have Old Man G. Head directly to https://simplydon.com to check out the Big Three Ding Dong Show, Simply Don the Podcast, Big Three Podcast, and more. Yes, that is also favorite that website because that's where our merch will go. There's a few pieces left.
We're going to have a big sale very soon.
And that's also where the link to big3premiummembership.com is. Still a new video every single Sunday. Screen Jam says, no, Nardwar probably seen Windy City Heat. How much do you want to bet? Okay. And Nightbot says same thing. Head directly to simplydon.com. Yes, that is important. Yes. Okay. I think I got all your social media done. Oh yes, right here on Simply Don the Twitch and YouTube, A with the Circle SDTPN. We have Monday night, 10 p.m. live in person at the world famous Comedy Store. Please reserve tickets online at thecomedystore.com. Click Belly Room, click Calendar. Click Ding Dong Show, reserve your tickets there, or you can watch it here at 10:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Then Friday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Old Man G Fight Club exclusively on Twitch. 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, The Pretty Girl Show. And we'll see you back here next Saturday for The Mary Jane Show, every Saturday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Anything else?
I'm fine.
Okay, Old Man G, would you like to bring up anything?
Yeah, sure. You can follow me here on YouTube at oldman_G and on Twitch at oldmang_gaming. That'd be cool. I'd appreciate it.
Yay! And everyone, please telepathically contact the ghost so we can find out what the hell happened to him when he got out of the psych ward. Okay, Don, can I say the magic word?